Good morning, Herbie. Good morning. By the way, your bike, that whole project you did with your bike, really cool. Really cool. It's always nice to work with your hands, you know what I mean? And then create something of your own. Nice stuff. Good morning, Derek. Good morning, Sandy. Derek, nice to see you this morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's nice to see Sandy here. Am I right, you guys? Exception. Good morning. Good morning, Wazzy. Good morning, everybody. Laura Devine. Good morning. Laura of the pretty eyes. Good morning, funny Zenverse. Good morning, Cyber Jolie. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And good it is, and good it shall be. Good morning, Sammy P. That's a good guy, Sammy P. Good morning to everybody. Zozo LSD. You need to know what the foundation, the background for that name is. That'd be interesting to know what the background for that name is. Zozo LSD. Good morning. Mike the Handsome Butterball. Good morning. Take a couple more minutes to say good morning to each other. I have a cute little clip that one of you sent me to show you guys. It reminds me of Pops about a year ago. Most of us are getting pretty decent with social media and understand somewhat, at least how to use a computer, and even Alexa. You know when you talk to Alexa and it just Alexa does her thing? Most of us are okay with that now. I can remember when I wasn't. I remember very well. And of course this lady in this situation reminds me. Super cute. Oh jeez. You know it don't come easy. It's a good song. Imagine all the people living whole life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world can live as one.
Oh my God, is a woman? Yeah. I'm glad to meet you. What is this thing? Hello, Goo-Goo.
Hey or okay?
There's something from the house.
You have to say hey, Google, or okay.
Hey, Goo-Goo. Okay, Goo-Goo.
What's the weather? Yeah.
What's the weather, ask?
What the weather? You want to know what is the weather?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
In Flagler Beach tomorrow, there will be showers with a high of 65
Look
and a low of
at
56.
her reaction.
With this. Hey, Mr.
What's it, man?
It's a mystery. Oh my gosh. No.
Ask Google to play an Italian song.
Cuckoo.
Go!
Hi, cuckoo.
Hey or okay?
Hey, okay.
Like the closer she gets, the more it'll understand.
Tomorrow in London, it'll be sunny with a high of 41.
It's the temperature in London.
Lana, ask her to play your favorite song.
Play your favorite song.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Yeah, you're cuckoo, alright.
Play a song for me. Piemontesina bella. Addio dei giorni passati.
She sings to it.
Addio. Oh my God. Is a woman?
Yeah.
One more
I'm
time, Rob.
glad to meet
What
you.
is this thing?
I've got to meet you.
Hello, cuckoo.
Oh, go,
Hey
go.
or okay?
There's something from the
Cuckoo.
It's
You have to say hey, Google, or okay.
Hey, cuckoo. Okay, cuckoo.
What's the weather? Yeah.
what's the weather asking?
What the weather? You wanna know what is the weather?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
In Flagler Beach tomorrow, there'll be showers with
Oh,
a high of
Jesus.
65 and a low of 56.
What is this? Is a mystery.
Good morning,
What's
babe.
it there? I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Scared. It's a mystery. Oh my gosh. No.
Ask Google to play an Italian song.
Cuckoo.
Go,
Hi, cuckoo.
Hey or okay?
Hey, okay.
Tomorrow in London, it'll be sunny with a high of 41.
It's the temperature in London.
Lana, ask her to play your favorite song.
Play your favorite song.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Yeah, you're cuckoo, alright.
Play a song for me. Piemontesina bella.
You have to say
Addio dei giorni passati. Addio. Oh my God. Is a woman?
Oh,
I'm glad to
God.
meet you.
Go, go. Go. Good morning, everybody. Hey, go, go. That's me about a year ago. That's me right there about a year ago. That's about how much I understand about the internet right there. Okay. Hey, go, go. Good morning, everybody. Oh, jeez, that's funny. I think Cyber Jolie sent me that. I think. That's true, B. Hendricks. That's true. Good morning, Hank. So good to see you here this morning. Hey, Google! Someone's got a teacher. It's like, it's not Google. Okay. Good morning. Hey, I want to make a quick observation. Something I never thought of. I never thought of this. And I'm not being political up front, telling you I'm not being political. I think most of you would probably be able to guess what my opinion on war in general is, period. But who knew this? I didn't know this. We're all hearing about the problems with the oil supply through the Strait of Hormuz. They're making that quite a topic on the media, talking about how the oil prices are spiking. No, this isn't political, please. But it's a fact that the oil prices are spiking. And we have just that one little area in the Strait of Hormuz where the tankers and lots of stuff flow from the Persian countries to the rest of the world. But did you know this? 25%, between 25 and 30% of the world's fertilizer supply comes from the same region. 25 to 30% of the world's fertilizer supply. And it's all being impacted the same way oil is. We don't think of it because the majority of us aren't big farmers. But the big farms are already beginning to feel the effect of it. The price of fertilizer has already gone up over 50%. Over 50%. So wait for it. Wait for the food prices to start spiking as well as a result, the longer the thing goes on. Never thought of, thank you, Mello. That's kind. Never thought of that. 25 to 30% of the world's fertilizer supply is coming from the same area. Wow. Wow. Pretty crazy. So the side effects of all of that are so probably never be really prepared for all of the long-term effects, even the short-term effects of most of that stuff. Yeah. Right, Calico Kid? Again, no, I'm not being political. I'm just I had no idea that fertilizer was flowing through the Straits of Hormuz as well. Look what Mello's saying. Down in Jamaica, food already overpriced here. Most people can't buy a chicken and stuff. Godchild, more. Not a medical doctor. Not a medical doctor. Mycologist and a philosopher and a teacher of theologies. But thank you for asking. Honey is the everlasting elixir. Honey is nature's immortal food. We're going to talk about food this morning. Archaeologists found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs. And surprisingly, it was still edible. Its low water content, high acidity, and an enzyme producing hydrogen peroxide make it bacteria-proof. Sweet, powerful, and nearly eternal, honey is the ultimate long-lasting food. Honey. I'm not a big fan of honey. I've never really liked honey. I still don't. But I'll tell you what, I can really tell the difference between homemade honey and that which you typically can buy at a store. Honey is pretty amazing. Shelf life, forever when stored properly. How about apples? Why do apples float? Does anybody know? Don't Google. No Google, no goo-goo. Why do apples float? You know when you go bobbing for apples? And the apples are all up at the top, floating around. Why? No goo-goo, no goo-goo. Just take a guess if you don't know. What makes apples float? No goo-goo. Don't Google it. Anybody have a guess? Density? Funny Zenverse nailed it. Funny Zenverse nailed it. Because of their air content. Ever notice how apples float in water? That's because 25% of their volume is air. These tiny air pockets keep apples buoyant. Perfect for bobbing. And they help transport nutrients. Fun tip. Fresher apples float higher, while older ones sink as they lose air and their crunch. The size and arrangement of air pockets differ between apple varieties, affecting how firm or soft they feel when you take a bite. I love apples. I like apples. You know what the best is? A peeled apple. Oh gosh, I like a peeled apple. But I don't really like to eat an apple like whole. I always like it in slices. And you just eat these little slices of apple. Don't you think that's, oh gosh, making me want an apple right now. How about carrots? Want to know something crazy about carrots? Let me tell you guys something crazy about carrots. Carrots weren't always orange. They started out as deep purple and yellow. Deep Purple, HB, was that a good group? I loved Deep Purple. But carrots originally were deep purple and yellow. While Dutch farmers, that's right, was apples and a glass of milk. But carrots, they started out deep purple and yellow. While Dutch farmers in the 17th century bred orange carrots, modern research shows they first appeared back in Roman times, long before the Dutch gave them a glow up. But hey, credit where credit's due. The Dutch made orange carrots the veggie celebrities they are today. They originally came in orange between the 14 and 1500s. Did you know that in parts of the world, purple carrots are still the top choice? And orange carrots are seen as the odd ones out. Orange. I'd like to see a purple carrot. I would not mind seeing a purple carrot. Potato power. Some of us know this. Potato power. Who needs batteries when you've got potatoes? These tubers contain phosphoric acid, which can be used to generate electricity. When combined with copper and zinc electrodes, a single potato provides 0.5 volts, enough to light an LED. Scientists are exploring potato power as an affordable energy source for developing regions. Did you know a boiled potato generates up to 10 times more power than a raw one? How do you like that? Fun food facts. You guys want a couple more? Give me 5 people. Say, Pops, give us a couple more fun food facts. 5 people. I can move on to our next subject. What do you guys, fun food facts? A couple more. Merlin says yes. Derek Anderson says nippy, funny. Give it to us, Pops. Ketchup. Ketchup was in the 1830s considered a medicinal marvel. In the 1830s, Dr. John Cook Bennett prescribed tomato ketchup as medicine for indigestion and diarrhea. Packed with antioxidants, it sold for 50 cents a bottle, which is equivalent to about $15 today. By the 1850s, ketchup left its medicinal roots behind to become the fry-friendly condiment we know today. The original recipe included tomatoes, vinegars, and spices, but no sugar. Did you know Heinz didn't join the ketchup game until 1876, long after the condiment became a dinner table must-have? White chocolate. Surprise, white chocolate isn't real chocolate. I like white chocolate. They've been faking me out all this time. I like white chocolate. But guess what? White chocolate isn't real chocolate. It skips cocoa solids, the key ingredient to true chocolate. And it's made from cocoa butter, milk, and sugar. Think of it as chocolate's playful cousin. Officially defined by the FDA in 2004, white chocolate still sweetens hearts worldwide. Who do you think, what company do you think invented the first white chocolate bars? Take a guess. No Google, no Google, no Google. No Google, no Google. Take a quick guess. What do you think? Not Hershey's. Not Hershey. Good guess though. Not Godiva. Good guesses. Not your deli. There we go, Marlin. Nestle. Nestle invented the first white chocolate bar. Now take a guess at what year. What year do you think the first white chocolate bar came out of the Nestle's factory? Quick, take a quick guess. What year? 73, 84. Cleaning's right around the number. Mike's right around the number. You guys are very close. 1936. 1936. Nestle's. That's pretty cool. I never knew that white chocolate wasn't chocolate. Mushrooms aren't veggies. They're closer to animals. They don't photosynthesize, but they eat organic matter. They breathe oxygen and they release carbon dioxide. Even cooler, they produce vitamin D in sunlight, and 50% of their DNA matches ours. I think most of us might have heard this one before. The largest living organism, have a good day, Kello. The largest living organism on Earth is a mushroom colony in Oregon that spans over 3.5 square miles. That's fungi-tastic. What a giant. Crazy stuff we learn here. Crazy stuff. Mushrooms are so cool. I love mushrooms. I love the fact that they're neither plant nor animal. They have their own space on the taxonomical table. And they deserve it. How about this one? The fact of the matter. This is we're done with the food facts for right now. I'm going to read a neat little blurb article. We finally have a scientifically sound excuse to embrace our fatty side. Our fatty side. By the way, this whole GLP-1 that is becoming so much more part of treatment for weight control and obesity, boy, I'm sure hearing a lot of positive things about it. It's not a gimmick. My brain, for a while there, was like, okay, another gimmick to grab people and help them with their diet, but I don't know. I'm hearing some really wonderful testimonials. And I think one of the biggest things, so a couple of us here, I think Herbie would be one to speak to it more than most, but it stops the brain talk of I'm hungry or wanting food or the addictive brain thoughts. And as a result, it brings down your appetite considerably. And I can't imagine, because I don't have that, I'm not afflicted by that personally, but I have some relatives that are, and then some friends, and then I'm working with a couple of people. microdosing to help them stop the brain talk. And our brains are powerful. The more we know, the brain talk that we have, our brains are beyond supercomputers, of course. We finally have a scientifically sound excuse to embrace our fatty side. Turns out one of the most important structures in your brain is myelin. It's spelled M-Y-E-L-I-N. Myelin. It's a fatty sheath that wraps your nerve fibers and keeps your signals running on schedule. It's basically insulation for your brain's electrical wiring. Myelin. Trauma strips myelin away. And a new study shows that psilocybin might rebuild it. Using a rat model of fear conditioning, researchers gave animals repeated low doses of psilocybin and tracked what happened inside their brains. That's right, Calico Kitty. That's right, prevent signal leak. So now we're tracking what's happening inside of these rats' brains. Here's what they saw. MDMA is also one that they were using in the study. Both drugs simulated production of this is going to be a long one, oligodendrocytes. Say that 5 times fast. The cells that make myelin, and drove measurable repair in memory processing region of the hippocampus. The repaired myelin restored communication timing between threat detection circuits, which are commonly disrupted in PTSD. When researchers blocked the 5-HT2A receptor, both the behavioral improvements and the myelin repair were lost. So when they blocked the receptor, the repair was lost. And we know that psilocybin opens those receptors, right? Suppressing the rat's fear memories with anisomycin reduced their anxiety, but it did nothing to repair their myelin. If psychedelics open a window for the brain to change, it seems myelin remodeling is what keeps it propped open for permanent recovery. And while there's an insatiable appetite out there for resolving trauma, demyelation isn't just a PTSD thing. It's a neurodegenerative condition of things like MS and Alzheimer's. It's a hallmark of neurodegenerative conditions, which makes this finding potentially much bigger than one diagnosis. Maybe the real trip was the myelin we repaired along the way. Psilocybin is repairing your myelin, re-insulating those nerves that are sending signals. Fascinating. Just fascinating. Some of you know this about Pops. I've been known to be competitive. I was always involved in things that were competitive, especially athletics. Oh, my choice of which armed forces to go into. Which one am I going to go into? Well, I'm going into the Marines. That was a competitive choice. Well, they're tougher and stronger and harder. They're not, but that's what we've been programmed. The few, the proud. And I never regretted for a moment my choice. But I made it from a perspective of competitiveness. And then constantly competed against the other armed forces. From there, I went on to compete to be the best drug dealer. Oh, yeah. I went on to compete in drug dealing. I want to be the guy in the area that sells the most, sells the best, has the best. Compete, compete, compete. Okay, I'd go to rehab. I come out of rehab. I'm going to compete, compete, compete in education. I'm going to compete, compete, compete. I want to get the scores from the students saying you're the best teacher. I'm going to compete, compete, compete. I'm going to have the church with the largest congregation. I'm going to get into go-kart racing. I'm going to compete, 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 and I want to have the fastest times. I get in stock car racing. I'm going to compete and compete and compete. And compete some more. And I want to win the championship. And then my business life. And the different opportunities that I had in employment. Compete, 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 climb, strive, get to the top. Big old competitor pops. And I almost never stopped. Competition. Can any of you say you're competitive? Any of you want to say, yeah, I'm pretty competitive too? What does the Tao say about competition? Here's a couple of quotes. I'm not interested in competing with anyone. I hope we all make it. I'm turning off my competitive side. I competed growing mushrooms. I want to have the most tubs going at one time. Oh yeah. I competed in, I want the biggest mushroom. Can you imagine taking something completely sacred and turning it into a competition? I had the hardest time in my life turning my competitive brain off. I have a brain talk that's always competing. Don't compete with others. First compete with yourself. That's healthy competition. I will fight for you, but I will not compete. I am in competition with no one. I run my own race. I have no desire to play the game of being better than anyone in any way, shape, or form. I must aim to improve, to be better than I was before. That's me. And I'm free. These are some competition quotes. Sort of an anti-competition. Don't compete with anybody. Compete with your last level. That's good. I don't compete with other discus throwers. I compete with my own history. I don't see anyone as my competition. We don't have the same dreams and goals, ambitions, or brains. We are not the same. Life is not a competition. Each one is on their own journey. Live according to your choices, your capacity, your values, and your principles. Is this resonating with any of us? Those of us that have been ultra competitive, and even if not ultra competitive, just Can this make sense? Can you see how the Tao can line up with this? Such a different way to think. The world did not program us to think like this. We thought we were programmed to be competitive and win, win, win. Do whatever it takes. Drag the other guy down. Spike his drink. Do whatever you have to do. Run him into the wall in turn 3. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pops put a few people in the wall. Wait till we read what the Tao says about competition. Two reasons I don't compete. No one can take what's meant for me. And number 2, I don't want what's meant for someone else. This is a neat one. This is directed at our women here. Not here, but women. Women need other women in their lives who think they are amazing. Men do too. No competition, no jealousy, no hate. Just women who uplift, inspire, and support each other. The kind of energy that says, I love you, I'm here for you, I believe in you, you've got this. It's beautiful. Let's see what the Tao says about comparison and competition. We're on the 68th verse today. There's only 81, so what does that leave us? Another 13 after today? You guys like those quotes this morning? It's hard to think that way for me, but I'm getting better at it. And I feel so much more mentally healthy when my brain thinks in those terms instead of that white knuckle competitive side. And then I'm comparing, wanting to be the winner. I want us all to be winners. Sandman, I get that. Wait till we talk about what the Tao says about that competition. It doesn't tell you don't be in tournaments. You'll see what it says about athletic competitions and athletic events, I should say. We're not competing with the other person. We're competing with ourselves. We want the other person to be incredibly good at what they do, because it drives our level up, because we're all part of the same thing. That's the glory of not competing, but including. You want to be in a race against the fastest, because it'll improve your time. A good soldier is not violent. A good fighter is not angry. Good winners do not contend. Good employers serve their workers. The best leader follows the will of the people. All of them embody the virtue of non-competition. This is called the virtue of non-contending. This is called employing the power of others. This, since ancient times, has been known as the ultimate unity with heaven. This verse of the Tao Te Ching asks you to reconsider what you think you have to do to be a winner. In the Western world, getting ahead most often implies having to be in a state of contention and competition. I fully believed that. In order to get ahead, I had to be in a constant state of competition and contention. Basically, you must defeat the other guy by getting what you want before he does. Lao Tzu asks you to change this kind of thinking by embodying the virtue of non-competition, which can work for you even in a society where conquering and being number one are so highly valued, like ours. The Tao Te Ching teaches that all of the 10,000 things emerge from the same state of non-being. Here, there's only oneness, which implies complete collaboration, not competition. Who can there be to defeat if you see yourself in everyone? You'd be picking a fight with yourself. Lao Tzu asked you to follow his advice and choose to live by cooperating. Wait to see how this works out. Believe it or not, this can actually work in your advantage in athletic competitions. What? How can it? I gotta beat the other guy. I gotta compete. I gotta take him. I gotta get it first. Rather than thinking of an opponent as the enemy and employing anger and mental and physical violence, remind yourself of Lao Tzu's opening words in this verse. A good soldier is not violent. A good fighter is not angry. Good winners do not contend. Instead, such individuals view their opponents as a part of themselves and as crucial members of this dance of life. So rather than being angry and hateful towards opponents in a tennis match or a football game, see them as a part of you that's working to help you achieve excellence. Without them, you couldn't improve. You couldn't get a good workout, or you couldn't experience your own victories. Do as Lao Tzu advises. Employ the power of others to elevate yourself to the status of a winner. That is, cooperate with your opponents by wanting them to play at a high level, the best they're capable of. Shift your focus from being upset or self-reproaching at the task at hand. See the ball, move the ball, or remain upright and balanced in a martial arts contest. When anger isn't a component, your game will go to a new level. And this is true of the athletic field as well. What you fight weakens you. What you cooperate with strengthens you. So change your thinking about competing to cooperating in all areas of your life, including your work. Is this making sense to you guys? How's this clicking? It is such a different way of thinking. For me, it's like, really? It's right. I know it as soon as I hear it. I know it the moment I hear it. It's such a much healthier way to live. Respecting the oneness. Practice this concept by thinking of every person has a purpose, which is to help improve the quality of life on our planet. They're our partners. They're on our team. I cannot conceive of anyone out there whom I'm in competition with for an external prize. Let me say that again because I need to hear it out loud in my own brain. I cannot think of anyone out there who I'm in competition with to receive an external prize. I won't do it anymore. If they sell more books than I do, if they have more followers than I do, if they had a bigger amount of money than I do, I applaud them for their good fortune. In fact, I'll tell as many people as possible, buy that book. Follow that person. They're really good at what they're doing. That is not the old pops' way of thinking, let me tell you. Let me tell you. If they make more money or get more publicity or reach more people, I celebrate by thinking my teammate has helped me on my mission. When I play Dr. Dyer says, when I play a close tennis match, I silently send love and encouragement to my opponent. When I'm less stressed and less angry and less violent in my thinking, I'm living in the moment that Lao Tzu calls the ultimate unity with heaven. My level of excellence soars, regardless of the outcome of the scoreboard. This is what Lao Tzu recommends to you from a 2,500-year-old perspective. Declare that you're not going to fight. Don't fight coldness, illness, or even serious afflictions. Don't fight with family members or against political opinions. Don't fight addictions, and most important, don't fight yourself. Instead, make the shift by living by cooperating. If you have cancer or arthritis cells in your body, talk to them from this perspective. If you insist on living in my body, I wish to live in harmony, peace, and total health with you. Otherwise, I invite you to take up your residence somewhere else. This may sound strange, but it puts you back in harmony with the Tao, which isn't violent, hateful, or angry. Also, when it comes to your children and other family members, see yourself as their ally, daily practicing the virtue of non-contending. Practice seeing yourself in everyone else. If someone you love is hurting, you experience their pain. Therefore, when you say or do something that's harmful to something you love, you're actually doing harm to yourself. Now extend this awareness to all of humanity. After all, we all share the same origination. We all share the same cosmic energy. When you see your own spirit in a cooperative embrace with all others, you'll know what Lao Tzu means by the ultimate unity with heaven. Here are some words from Pablo Casals that express this thought. When will we teach our children what they are? We should say to each of them, do you know what you are? You are a marvel. You are unique. In all the years that have passed, there has never been another child like you. Your legs and your arms and your cunning fingers, the way you move, you may become a Shakespeare, a Michelangelo, a Beethoven. Child, you have the capacity for anything. You are a marvel. And when you grow up, can you then harm another who is like you, a marvel? I get goosebumps. My parents didn't talk to me like that. That is not how I was talked to. talk to your children that way. You are a marvel. You are incredibly unique. There is only one like you. Give me 5 people that like that. Liked how to speak to children. Those precious little things that we created. The world didn't teach us that language. Do the Tao now. Affirm that you'll think, excuse me. Affirm that you'll think of your opponent as an extension of yourself in your next competitive endeavor. Vow to mentally send that person love. Surround him or her in light, and pray that he or she will perform at their highest level. Then notice how your performance improves and how you reach new levels of excellence. Sandy, I wonder if you might try that in your competition you mentioned coming up. If you do try that, report back and tell us how it went. I'm going to close this competition situation, this idea, this shifting our mind into a new way of thinking of what competition is. I'm going to run through this as over the centuries, a bunch of Chinese philosophers who dove deep into this verse, the 68th passage of the Tao Te Ching, and came away with some thoughts from it. Sun Tzu, you know, the Art of War guy. A ruler must not mobilize his armies in anger. A general must not engage the enemy in wrath. Anger can turn to joy and wrath can turn to gladness. But once a state is destroyed, it cannot be restored. And once a person is dead, he cannot be reborn. Sun Tzu continues to say this: to win every battle is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence is to conquer without fighting. I wonder if the world would hear that today. Imagine our world if we said supreme excellence is to cooperate and have no fighting. Ho Shan Kun says, those who honor the way and virtue are not fond of weapons. They keep hatred from their hearts. They eliminate disaster before it arises. They are angered by nothing. They use kindness among neighbors and virtue among strangers. They conquer their enemies without fighting. And they command through humility. Would that some of the world leaders were commanding through humility. Lei Tzu says, those who govern others with worthiness never win them over. Those who serve others with worthiness never fail to gain their support. Not govern, but to serve. Wang Chen says, you must first win others' hearts before you can command them. Kumara Jiva says, This is big. This is deep. Empty your body and mind. No one can fight against nothing. Give me 5 people that want to hear about 4 more of this Chinese philosopher's perspective. Is this ringing any kind of a bell? It does for me so much personally, and I think that the world can afford this message. I truly know that the world could. A couple more? Thank you, guys. I ask those questions often just to keep you engaged. You know what I mean? Getting 5 people. Wu Chang says, even though our wisdom and power might surpass that of others, we should act as if we possessed neither. By making ourselves lower than others, we can use their wisdom and power as our own. Thus we can win without taking up arms, without getting angry, and without making enemies. By using the virtue of non-aggression and the power of others, we are like heaven, which overcomes without fighting, and which reaches its goal without moving. Zhu Su says, wide and deep, they are able to support others. High and bright, they are able to protect others. Those who are wide and deep unite with earth, and those who are high and bright unite with heaven. Tei Ching says, heaven is yang, and earth is yin. But if heaven and earth remain stationary, everything stops and nothing comes into existence. Only when yang descends and yin rises does everything flourish. Thus, heaven's position is to be above, but its function is to descend. When sages are above the people and their hearts are below, we call this uniting with heaven. This was the pole star of ancient rulers. I'm going to take about 4 minutes and read some comments. What do you guys think about this concept? Let me read some comments. Take a moment, if you want to, and write a comment about what we're talking about here. And let me hear, I gave you guys a bunch of Chinese philosophers. What about the Tea Crew philosophers? What do you guys say? I'm just going to take a moment and wait to see what you guys have to say. Hit Kitty says, I needed that. Oh, Pops needs it. Any other comments relative to the subject, relative to this topic? Oh, I know that there's some philosopher kings out there. Let me hear from you. Let us hear from you. Thoughts? B. Hendricks says the breadth of support only grows. Derek Anderson says, if you're going to kick up, not down. Lifting others up doesn't make you fall. It's good. Merlin's back. Says the humility is key. Mello says, my dad, Tiori, let the small problems be small. Pick your battles. Cleaning says balance is everything. And then Jesus Christ, well, he wants to ask you to don't touch his Kool-Aid. Mr. Phillips, Makes me want to dial it back a bit, but I can't show weakness in fear of being destroyed. Isn't weakness its own odd human construct? Aren't we taught what's strength and weakness? Does a flower compete with another flower? Ever? Does a tree compete with the deer? I was thinking of this yesterday. I took a walk yesterday. And I was asking myself a question as I walked. I asked this question. Because our topic yesterday was comparison. So I'm looking at comparison yesterday as I'm walking. And I go, what if I compared a flower to a worm? Which is greater? 9 out of 10 people will say flower, of course. And then there might be a 10th person that says, wait, could the flower grow if it wasn't in soil that was being aerated by the worm? The worm aerates a place to grow. Which is greater? And I'm walking, and I'm saying, the only conclusion I could come to is neither. They both depend on each other. We look at worms and we go, oh, worm. Flower, oh, pretty. Neither is greater. It's like, Pops, what are you doing? Are you turning it into Lao Tzu? I ask myself, I've never been that thoughtful before. Never. I love the new thinking. Take a walk. Look at your universe. Look at this beautiful place we live. And don't compare. The worm doesn't compete with the flower. And the flowers don't compete with each other. They all need each other. What a new way to think. Let's keep thinking this way, huh? I want to. What a healthy walk I took. Just a minute, Rocky. Go lay down. Go. I'll get you in a minute. Good boy. What a new way to think. So let's close with these 4 thoughts. B. Hendricks, the weeds sure seem to compete with my tomatoes. The weeds, I actually am the weeder at my community garden. I've taken the job to be the weeder, to remove the weeds. 4 things. Be impeccable with your word. Be non-aggressive. Be thoughtful. Be kind and compassionate, and be frugal with your words. I like to add that as a subset to this, my new thinking. Even though I sit here and I talk for an hour straight. When I'm done here, I don't spend a lot of time speaking anymore. I'm in big time learning mode. Big time. Don't take things personal. The flower and the worm do not. There is no winning. There is no losing. It's all oneness. When we start thinking weak versus strength, fear versus joy, We couldn't have one without the other. Make no assumptions. I was thinking of this one just yesterday as well, on the walk. When I put the 4 agreements into Ruff's head, I go, does Ruff live by the 4 agreements? My little puppy? Does he live by the 4 agreements? And you know what I came away with? No, he doesn't. He messes up the 3rd agreement all the time. Messes up. Let me tell you what I mean. He is impeccable. He never says or does something to harm or create conflict, or his whole mission in life is to be joyful and wiggle when he sees people, and he's a bundle of happiness. He's virtually impeccable. He hasn't had an accident in the house in years. He's impeccable. He doesn't take things personal. If I tell him, just like now, I told him, go lay down. We got a couple more minutes to go. He didn't go away pouting. He didn't go away mad. He didn't go away and I'm going to get even with you. He didn't think, it wasn't personal. It was just, oh, I'm supposed to go lay down. The one area that I can see that he could probably be violating the agreements is he does make assumptions. There you go, Sir Bear. 100%. He makes an assumption that he's going to get a car ride after the show, after the program. He does. He makes an assumption. It's like, oh, we're going to get in that car. But then at the other end, he does his best every day to just be a wonderful little creature. Ah, how much more we could be like our pets. So Pops is through philosophizing for today. They assume you're going to feed them. Yeah, that's the one thing that they have a little assumption going on in them. And it's okay. Their level of assumption is pretty much perfect. Am I right? Give me 5 people that get that. Give me 5 people. Our pets are they practicing the 4 agreements? Can you imagine? My brain is now all thinking that instead of the things that I used to think. So, you guys, go have a wonderful, beautiful day. Thank you for listening to today. We'll have another message prepared for tomorrow. Yeah, B. Hendricks, I mean, that's semantics, right? He's just following his pattern. He's not assuming, he's following a pattern. That's good too. Maybe he isn't violating after all. Okay? Kimberly's cats expect that treat. Ronnie thinks that they're predicting the future. They're little mediums. I'm predicting the future. I love you guys. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for taking the time to be here. We're doing a great job here. You're all amazing creatures. You're all incredibly unique. You're all marvels to me. I mean that. Carry that message home and talk to your children that way. Have a great day, you guys. I'm going to scroll you out now. And I can't wait to study tonight for tomorrow. Okay? Thank you again. My love. Sometimes I say it, it's like, yeah, it just sounds like you say it. I really, really mean it. More today than yesterday. Let me scroll you guys out of here. Merlin's back. I'm glad you're back, Merlin. Hit Kitty, good morning, meow. Joey D's. Joe the Deester. And then there's Jesus Christ in Australia. And Sarah Bear. Sarah Bear making assumptions about the car ride. Mello, have a wonderful day down there in Jamaica, man. Okay, P. Hendricks. He does know the key jingle, but he also knows to put your shoes on. He sees you put your shoes on, because we don't wear our shoes around the house. He sees you slip your shoes on. Assumption! Okay. Oh, Queenie! Love you, man. And Merlin, and Sarah Bear, and Herbie Von Werby. Aren't we all turning into philosophers here, Herbie? Mike Butterball. And Derek Anderson. Sweet, sweet man. And Sammy P. And, let's see. I'm scrolling. Kimberly. The Golden Bolden. Kimberly's more golden today than she's ever been. Ask her, she'll tell you. And then we have, who do we have? Sammy P. Captain Obvious. Good morning, Captain. My digital coin, I'm up to $41 in my digital coin account. $41. Ka-ching! I'm going to add another 20 this week. You taught me to go low and go slow. So that's what I'm doing. Derek Anderson. Thank you, Pops, and everyone for a beautiful morning. Love you all. See you all tomorrow. Have an amazing day and choose kindness and turn the TV off. That's what Derek has to say. Joe Dees, and then Captain Obvious, Calico Meow Kitty. Great, great guy. Ronnie keeping it real. Ray cooking it up. And then there's Zozo LSD. I wonder what Zozo is microdosing. Nipper Mama, have a fantastic day. Laura, have a divine day. Shroom Digger. He's kind of a forager, I think. He goes forager. And then, what do we have? That's right, Kimberly, the price of gold is up. That's why you're worth more today than you've ever been. And then Exception. Keeping it real and having an exceptional day. Pops Peace. Love. Cyber Jolie. Love. Don't compete and don't compare. We all need each other. We all come from the same place, and we're all going to the same place. Let's be kind to each other in our journey. Peace. Pops out.